Hey guys, Mad Theories here. Ooh, that episode on Arrow was sick. That sucker was sick. Now, to tell you the truth, I think I'm gonna be like, Ollie Davis. I think I should take a page out of his book where how he compares like two shows. Well, obviously like SmackDown, Raw, and then he gives like his own personal ratings. I think I should do the same thing for maybe Flash and Arrow. Now, every time, okay, Flash was good. Like the premiere episode was good. But every time when you watch Arrow, they always make you kick out on 2. It's always been like that. It's, well, not always, but like I'm even gonna like rate from last season. Now, okay, last season with Prometheus was some people didn't like it, some people didn't like it, but I somewhat liked it because I was like one of those people. I didn't like it at first because I was like, well, Prometheus is basically the Batman villain, so why would you put him in Arrow? So I was like, ugh, but he won me over. He kind of like won me over, and then towards the end of both shows, but Savitar and Flash was terrible, it was filth, and freaking Arrow with the whole Prometheus and whatnot, and the whole the island blowing up and stuff. Oh my god, like that was sick. And I basically say that Arrow pinned. My personal opinion and my ratings, I feel that Arrow pinned Flash. He pinned them for season 3. He pinned them, but for the premieres, Arrow kicked out at 2. Arrow kicked out at 2. That sucker was sick. But yeah, let me get into it. But yeah, so okay, obviously they still kind of showing us like glimpse here and there about what happened to them on the island and stuff, and what happened on Liam Yu, and how basically not all of them kind of like didn't like really survive and stuff. And I personally thought that I knew that Oliver's baby mother, she wasn't going to survive. Like I kind of like predict this like months ahead, because I was thinking, I said, well, not that many people isn't going to like survive the island. Like obviously Felicity was going to survive, Diggle obviously was going to survive, Dinah, Laurel, Wild Dog, Curtis, they like those was the ones I knew that wasn't going to survive. People, well, and I thought Thea too, but since they was like, okay, as we seen, like Thea is basically in a she's like in a coma, so I'm like, okay, it's interesting, it's cool, like she's in a coma and stuff, and I'm like, all right. And I'll obviously, like I said, Oliver's baby mother, she's dead and stuff, so now he's raising William, and they're kind of having this little, I can't trust you because you got my mother killed. Then he's trying to win him over. It's interesting, it's a cool step. It's a really cool step, and I like where they're going with this and whatnot. And obviously we still got Black Siren, who's running amok everywhere. Quentin Lance, he doesn't know what to do because he's stuck with this confliction, because it's like, well, he sees his daughter's face, and it's like it breaks the man's heart, because it's like your daughter died, and for her to come back again, and it's like that's not really her, because that's Earth 2 Laurel, who's completely evil, and it's like, it's not really working, it's because it's like she's all types of messed up, and is really playing on him, because it's like he shot her, and it's like he doesn't know what to do. And if it's gonna come down to that confliction again, as what we saw, he had her dead to right, and she was like, oh, like you gonna shoot your daughter again? Oh, now I'm Laurel now. You put a bullet in me. And she told him that if the roles was in the reverse, and I was the one to pull the trigger, I would have pulled the trigger and stuff, and it kind of messed him up even more for his Earth 2 somewhat daughter to say this to him. And he's like, oh man, like please, you messing me up, you breaking me up all inside, a terrible so he's all types of messed up. So I'm like, all right, and then uh for actually, yeah, and you know, to be honest with you, every time we keep seeing Dinah and then Diggle. Now I know a lot of fans out there probably wondering, will Diggle cheat? Because I know that I heard something about Dinah is supposed to have like a love interest, so it could be somebody else. It could be Wild Dog, but then I don't see it that way. You know, I don't really see that way. But then they always say don't expect the unexpected. You know, so that could happen. But we keep seeing Diggle, and because it's like they're really good partners. They're really good close partners together. So it's like we kind of keep seeing this. You know, so I'm like, are they gonna throw in Diggle cheats? Is he gonna cheat on his wife? Like, are we gonna see this? But I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna do that because I want to say it's extreme, but I don't think they'd do it. I mean, I want them to do it because it was like, yeah, like you see Diggle, he like, oh shit, I cheated, and she's like, what you gonna do about it? He like, oh shit, like damn, I don't know what to do and shit like that. Is like he's trying to like figure a way. And the next thing you know, I was looking at him like, hey man, I did it too. I cheated too, hey man. And then Felicity is like, oh man, you gonna have to tell her. Like I can't keep this huge secret and stuff. And everyone's in the room and shit. Like, it's gonna be crazy if it was to ever happen. But you know, other stuff that kind of happened where okay, we seen when they was explaining how when she basically was like passed out, Black Siren, like when she was laid out, like I guess on the verge of death, and that's when this dude just came out of nowhere, walked up to her and just brought her back to life. So I'm like, who? Like I don't think she just like got up and just like nah. I think he just kind of like maybe walked up to her and you know did something. So I'm like, I don't know. You know, people speculate that could be. I don't know. That could be maybe the new villain, because it's like she does have these little mercenaries and stuff, and it's like everybody is, everybody is doing their own thing and stuff. So you know, there's that. But there's like a little hints here and there and stuff. And then it was great to see Slade. Like Slade's the man. You know, he's telling him, he's like, yo, like you know, me and you, we both kind of like walk and. We both walk in like the same path, like the in between. Like we both walk in between. It's like I have a son that I have to talk to. You have a son that you have to cope with. So it's like it's interesting, and it's really good because it's like now since they brought in as Oliver as a father, now he has to deal with the responsibilities of being a father, a mayor, and being the vigilante of the city. So he has all three. Oh, and I would say for his personal life with Felicity, so yeah, he has like all four or three-ish to do and stuff. So it's cool. It's cool to see them actually throwing in this aspect. So it's like it gets more instead of just being like one thing. It's actually everything. So I'm like, all right, I'm really cool with that, and I'm kind of interested to see what more. Like, well, what more is the story we're going to go into? Like, what more is Black Siren? Like, what's the goal? What's the mission? What's going to be the new villain's goal? What's going to be his mission and stuff? And it's going to be crazy. I mean, it would be nice for them to bring back, Rags. They bring back Rags because he's been going for a bit. And obviously, since this is still, like the premieres, we haven't seen Vigilante yet, because when we seen Wild Dog and he had the suit, it kind of looked like Vigilante suits. I was like, wait, what? He has to, like, what? Don't tell me Wild Dog was Vigilante. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. Like, what? But I was like, no. It wouldn't make any sense. But we still looking out for him, because it's like we haven't heard or seen him yet. So it's still fresh. It's still fresh. And then for as of next week, somebody exposed him and said, oh, Oliver Queen is the Green Arrow. Like, he got the whole suit on. So now he's going to be under investigation next week. So obviously they're going to try to beat their way out of that. Too bad that they don't have the Martian Manhunter to be like, hey man, like, see, but he's in a different universe and different world and stuff. But it's just gonna be crazy to see what they're gonna do it all in this season and stuff. Because I know they're gonna try to still mix up with the whole love, emotion, but now they're gonna have, like I said before, Oliver is a father, and they thrown this into the tray. So obviously, it might come down to a couple of times, like maybe his son might get kidnapped again, or it's gonna come up to like those decisions and answers and stuff, because it's like, what is he gonna do? How is he gonna handle the situation? Will he train William? And whatnot to not be Red Arrow, well, maybe Red Arrow, not Red Arrow, no, not Red Arrow, but he trains him a bit, because it's like William is kind of like a kid, and he's like, well, now I gotta protect him and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting to see, because it's like it's gonna be so much for them to like do in this season. It's like I'm just looking forward to see it. I'm just looking forward to see it. And if they have if towards the ending of the season, then I might probably have like a little joke, like a little joke in the mix to see what will happen. Like, will Team Arrow actually get the novel cover on Team Flash, and they pin him for that 1-2-3, or will it be Flash that gets the cover and pin Arrow for that 1-2-3? Because like I said, this episode they kicked out at 2, and this episode was great. But yeah, if you like what you heard, please subscribe, share, all that wonderful